immediately to make Canada be able to compete with the United States, to be able to be self-reliant, self-sufficient, and have energy and economic security and protect Canadian sovereignty. So the answer won't be through tweaking and adjusting on a case-by-case, individual project-by-project basis. They've got to fix the entire regulatory, fiscal, and investment framework to attract private sector investment, to attract Canadian investment back from the US, which has been lost at record levels over the last 10 years, to ensure that the private sector can get big projects built to the benefit of all Canadians in every corner of the country. So they're going to have to deal with these laws that they themselves have passed, that provinces right across the country call the No More Pipelines or Never Build Anything Anywhere, Bill C-69, the West Coast Shipping Ban, C-48, the industrial carbon tax, which the West doesn't impose on itself federally. Those should be left to the provincial governments for their positions in Canada, so that Canadian businesses and entrepreneurs can actually compete with the United States and make Canada self-reliant and no longer vulnerable or dependent to the United States, which has, over the last 10 years, why these Liberals have been in government, continue to be Canada's top export company for our country, for our top export product, but then also has made Canada vulnerable to the US for exactly those reasons. And under the last 10 years, under all parties, administrations, the United States has transitioned itself into a major oil and gas producer and supplier to the entire world, which means that they have morphed into being a very aggressive competitor to Canada. And of course, it's this government's own policies that have held Canada back to keep our resources in the ground. That's what needs to be completely reversed. So it requires a whole lot more than lists of projects and politicians making decisions. Of course, ultimately, Conservatives want to see big projects get built and more transportation infrastructure of all kinds in every part of the country to the benefit of all Canadians.